Pick. Skip song. Skip song.
Ashton Martin.
Let's go, folks. Folks, welcome to the podcast Street Savvy. I'm the host with the most, Jay Works, my co-host,
Kristen Bouchard.
and we're here to bring you today news of the day, agenda of the times, and our perpendicular opinions of thoughts we have jotted down for opinions. It's not yours, it's ours, things we have went through. And a new thing we're going to be doing sponsors of people and places and things around us. So if you have a business or a place or a thing you want to get out there for our feed, we will definitely put it out there. So beginning our new shows, starting soon, we'll be pronouncing our sponsors and places to go for places you need, places, people, places, or things, or hairdressers, or salons, or business, or car dealerships that you need to go to. Today, I got my hair done by a certain salon. You will know real soon what it is. As you see, it looks real good. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Okay, let's get to it. Our news of today. Israel have asked our American president, Sleepy Joe, for $10 billion in emergency aid. Let me tell you something, folks. First, last year in August, who's that fighting Russia? Ukraine. Say it again. Ukraine done got almost $13.5 billion from America in aid and military forces and guns and things like that have you. And now Israel, don't something stinks in that? What are we the givers and we owing who? Japan? China? Excuse me, China? Either or. And not even that, the retribution that the black and brown that went through for hundreds of years, we haven't got anything at all. But 10 billion, 13 billion, that sounds like $25 billion less than a year. People who haven't bled and sweat or died in America for what they believe in, or what they teach their children for, have enslaved or died for. Mines have. In the black and brown community. People I don't even know have died. Great-grandparents. Friends and family, colors alike. Martyrs. Murdered. Still getting hung today because of the color of their skin. Can't say certain things or you'll get killed or bombarded or blackwalled. $25 billion less than a year overseas when it's homeless on every street in America, especially the largest cities, LA, Boston, New York, Chicago, Detroit, Florida, states, Texas. We pulling in refugees from all over, but we giving tens of billions of dollars to certain entities. There's something fishy about that, America. Today, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to feed children I produced without a handbook. But I know how to work because my last name is W-O-R-K-S, Works. I have a wherewithal to do something because I'm not stuck on nothing. But $25 billion. And I'm not knocking on people who their leaders say they need it for, or the aid, or the fight, or the bullets, or the guns. And remind you, weapons don't kill people. People kills people. Or guns don't kill people. People kill people. I remind you that. But we giving aid to that. And some of our men and women who's part of that aid, humanitarian efforts, are getting killed, getting slaughtered, with some of those dollars being sent over. Tell me, folks, where are we going wrong with these billions of dollars? Not thousands, not millions, billions. And we have a deficit to wherever we owe. It's going to be there when I die, when my kids die. It's a little fishy. Little fishy. But y'all talked about Donald Trump. Man, let me give it to you straight right now. All that old school rhetoric, all them old school white men and women who makes the laws, who's in the Senate, judicial area, Supreme Court. I can't forget about Clarence Thomas. It says a lot of buffoonery going on behind him and his wife. It's public record. I'm only going to speak public record. That's even harsher than the $25 billion. It's a place in Massachusetts where I grew up at, which I love, in front of a prominent jail, in front of a prominent hospital, Boston Medical, not even 1,000 feet away. It's called Methadone Mile. People are over there sleeping. They are addicts. Their addiction is higher than my cost to live in this world today. But we give away billions of dollars to overseas. To Israel. Who else? Who else we giving money away to?
Still Ukraine.
Ukraine? Folks, where we going at with this? The black and brown community is still suffering from ignorancy and racism to this day, to this hour. I still got white folk looking at me like I'm sick, like I'm a germ. And I take care of them. I secure them. I respect them. My kids, my grandkids respect them. I'm still suffering. Certain medicines I can't get. We all know because of the color of my skin. I still get Caucasian people right next to me and lock their doors. And I'm in a vehicle they can't pronounce. Or I drive something they never drove. Like, wow. And stealing, I won't ever take from you or your mama. Even if it was worth it. That ain't my category. That ain't my forte. That ain't my cup of tea. Neither are anybody in my family. Neither are anybody in my family. And they black and brown. Here's some of them are white too. Let's do the math, America. America, we are voting these people in. And they giving away our future. These are hard-earned American people, black, white, brown, Hispanic, Chinese, Japanese, born in America, hard-earned, tax-earned dollars they're giving away to foreign countries that ain't shed a blood or a tear. I speak disgust at semi-knowledge of what's going on in my country. I'm not a man by far. I'm a man by how. I trust in thee, but God, I believe. I trust in he, never long she. Because she is we, and my kids is I. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a thought. I'm not a Jay-Z or Rick Ross or Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. or Lee Harvey Oswald. I'm Jay Works and trying to figure out how $25 billion is going overseas for the humanitarian effort for aid. When in this country, it's aid in my house. It's needed. The rent is sky high in this country, in this state, in this province, in this local city. And relief is not for me. I guess it's not. I'm not confident. I'm not incompetent. But I'm trying to understand the word of respect and disrespect. I was taught not to disrespect thee or she or he, but respect he, because it's now in the place of thee. You understand, America? I could do anything in this world today under a microscope, because that's what black and brown people are always up under, is a microscope. But $25 billion? A one-term president, a half-a-term president has gave to two different entities? Well, one is still suspect and one he already gave the money to. Let's get that. Let's not get that, folks. 13, we know Biggie now went. We know that for a fact, right? But this other 10 billion, we'll just ask by. Israeli, huh? Wow. Wow. It's not a day I go by as a black man I don't struggle on word, on guidance, respect, and financial differences. It's not a day I go by. Education is a suffering thing around my community as a whole, as a people. We have leaders set in place and their hands are tied. And when they speak out, their pockets are tied. $13 billion. Tell me what school system can do with or without. I'm going to answer that for you. Hold up. None. And check it out, folks. The school I wanted to go to was not Harvard or MIT, because I grew up not even 100, not even 50 miles, not even 25 miles, not even 10 miles, not even 8 miles away from MIT, not 12 miles away from Harvard. But Northeastern was the school was in sight. Northeastern University. A guy by the name Napster went there. If you don't know him, don't worry about it. You think the knowledge I know the wherewithal of what a lot of things happen around me, besides for Larry Bird in that city, Reggie Lewis, Jim Rice, Jim Rice, which is one of my heroes. One of my heroes. Old Cam Boyd, Don Baylor, Ellis Burks, and my father, Jerry Sr. Never thought I'd see a day. And all those guys in front of me who paved the way for either level I'm talking about, especially my dad, I would see $13 billion go overseas for what? No disrespect. But this country needs more help than anywhere right now. Honestly. Profound. I'm not the greatest. I'm not the best. But I love my wealth and I love my culture. I'm involved in a lot of black on black. But this got nothing to do with no black. Ain't no black got nothing to do with this. Not no Martin Luther King, not no Malcolm X, not no Black Lives Matter, not Jay Works. None of the forefathers either. Not 13 billion. Neither of my son or daughter or my grandchildren. That's math. That's math. I don't know what to say. I'm puzzled. And that was news of the day. Co-host, you got something to add to that?
Actually, I do. The 13 billion, you can send a couple million over to Flint, Michigan. Fix them rusty, nasty, lead-filled water pipes. They can't even drink their water over there. Why not go over there and fix their water pipes that they've been asking for the past 10, 15 years, since the 80s and 90s, 2000s? Dig them up and replace them with them billions of dollars that you got, that you're sending over for genocide. They're asking for money. And there's a war. They're asking money for war. They're asking money for aid. What kind of aid can you give when there's war going on and one enemy against the next? That's not aid. That's war. That's death. You want aid? You got FEMA and the Red Cross. There you go. Aid, let's start here where we need aid. Our veterans who fought Vietnam. Let's give them aid. Let's give the homeless aid. But you allow the borders to open and you give the immigrants aid. Precedent over our fellow Americans. Taxpayer dollars. Where you getting this 13 point something billion dollars from? Us. We can't come to you and say we need that. You raising taxes, raising interest rates. We need aid. People can't feed their families. People can't pay their rent. Let's get some aid. Put a cap on rent. Put a cap on the real estate market. Put a cap on that. Give that some aid. Make sure we eat. Make sure we have a home. Make sure we have a bed. Here, I was always told, take your home first before you go out there and help someone else. That's not America's agenda, because America's got their own agenda. Foreign agenda. So, American people, we have a voice. Learn your constitutional rights. Stand up for what's right. Don't be put down, don't be let down, and don't be caught sleeping. You have a voice. Use it. That's what I got to say.
Use it or lose it.
Yeah, you don't use it, you will lose it, as we can see.
Wow. I couldn't have said that no better. You know, here we focus on the truth, that what we believe in, and what we see, what we hear, that's affecting us. I think my co-host laid it on the line. Flint, Michigan is where I did my first film, The Mother of Documentary. And every woman I met over there was a grandmother at 29. And this is back in 2006. And it was astonishing what I was seeing. It was unbelievable. It even got worse since I left Flint. The pipes, the highways was broken. There's dirt roads. There's dirt roads and highways. I got lost 3 times going to Detroit, going through Detroit, going through Saginaw. Literally, Grand Rapids, Grand Blanks. It is atrocious. And it's other cities. Here, New York State, the pipes, they're breaking up every street every day.
Yeah.
Syracuse is but small. Salina, Fayette,
Midland,
East Genesee. I can't name any other street that goes through the town. That's major. Literally. And Onondaga, Onondaga Road, Onondaga Street, Onondaga Ave goes to the next county. That's it. But every corner you turn, a road is split up and broken up deeply. From North Carolina to South Carolina, to East Fayette, to Fayette Street, to West Genesee, to East Genesee. But billions of dollars, humanitarian aid, is going thousands of miles away. And we got a great Senate leader, majority leader. Senator Schumacher? You need to know.
I know.
Honestly.
I should.
What are you doing, pal?
Schumer.
Senator Schumer. Excuse me, pardon my excuse on that. Senator Schumer. You're doing real great for what we're doing, bringing these big business here. But stay in Washington's keister. Because I know you got something to say about $13 billion. I'm a fan of yours, sir. Fan of yours. You care about the people in New York State. Please help us out here, especially the Black and brown community, as well as our white sisters and brothers. Folks, you have heard a good word today and a good opinion word from that podcast that hold no punches. From them two co-hosts and hosts, Jay Works,
Kristen Bouchard,
and we're Street Savvy. We don't gave you the business and the attitude and the fortitude and the wherewithal to know what we getting from the news, what we know from the news. God bless you, folks. Please subscribe and like and share. This podcast is coming right at you. Want to be in your living room, want to be in your car, want to be in your morning tea and your nighttime soup, which I like clam chowder because I'm from New England.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
I beg to differ. We there. And we want you to hear us. And we hope to be syndication soon. Yeah. So if you're a network, please pick us up. Our ears open for deals. We got the lawyers, we got the business people. And we speak for each other. I love what I do. And my co-host will tell you what? She love what she do.
I do. I really do.
That's what we do. Is for the people. God bless. Good America. Night. Over and out. Good night. I'm not going to play with you. I'm not going to deal with you. We killed that.